You know, it's kind of crazy, Mike, if you had said to me leaving Detroit on draft weekend, okay, that your starting rookie quarterbacks this year would be the top three. I'd be like, makes sense. That any of the next three of the first round drafted quarterbacks, two of the three would start. I'd be like, okay, I got that. Spencer Rattler would get a start. I'd be okay. Now you've got me intrigued here. And then you'd say that McCarthy would be the one that doesn't get the start because of a knee injury. Obviously, I'd be crestfallen as a Michigan guy to hear that. But then hear the fact that of all of them to potentially not start the next year, it would be McCarthy because Sam Darnold has the Vikings at 12-2 entering week 16. I would then be, what are you talking about? But that is a distinct possibility now. Wouldn't you say?
Oh, it is,
Mike?
It is.
Right?
Now, look, there aren't a lot of teams out there that are going to throw market value at Sam Darnold, if any. There's 5 or 6 teams that are going to be looking for starting quarterbacks, and I think other teams will look at Darnold's performance this year and ask themselves, how much of that is Kevin O'Connell, and can this year be duplicated in another city? Again, some coach, some GM, some owner will fool themselves into thinking they can do it, and they'll probably offer to overpay Sam Darnold when it's all said and done. A lot of it depends upon how far the Vikings go in the postseason. But you know, Rich, hey, even though Darnold has been there, done that with the Jets, I mean, Darnold's Madden rating 79 and Aaron Rodgers is 77.
Look at you.
Kirk Cousins is 78.
Look at you.
Geno Smith is 80.
Look at you.
Aaron, sorry. Aaron, we'd love to have you back, but that 77 doesn't get it done here.
Look at you. Look at you. But in all seriousness, though, I mean, the Giants and the Raiders are going to draft one. I mean, they're not. We all know that. Even if we're thinking that Shador or Cam Ward, anybody who says, well, I mean, are they first, second overall pick in the draft worthy? Well, yes, they are based on their skill set in college and how the teams who are quarterback needy are drafting there. They don't want to draft there again. I don't know where, you know, also the Jets, would Darnold even countenance going back there? I've been using that word a lot
I can't
lately.
imagine he would want to do that.
Right. I think Tennessee.
The Titans.
You know, right, where obviously Sam Darnold coming from the Shanahan, Kevin O'Connell world, Brian Callahan would be from that tree as well. That wouldn't be a bad spot there. But also the Vikings, do you think they're sitting there? You know, obviously they still have a lot of miles to go this year with Sam. Do you think that there will be a conversation when it is all said and done that they Jordan Love McCarthy or what? What do you think, Mike?
Well, I think the Vikings are likely to do the same thing they did with Kirk Cousins. And they may not even go as far as they did with Kirk Cousins. They had a number that they were willing to pay Kirk Cousins, and their attitude was, if you can get better out there elsewhere, go do it. It might be that they don't even negotiate with Darnold and say, look, thank you for everything you've done for us. It was a great year. We understand that you're likely going to get far more elsewhere than we can afford to pay you, given that we're planning to pivot to JJ McCarthy. But if you don't find what you're looking for, we'd be happy to consider a situation where you would compete with JJ McCarthy. And maybe Darnold goes out. You know, you got to figure that out on your own. If you love something, set it free. He goes out and he figures out that, I don't want to go to the Jets. I really don't want to go to the Giants. Tennessee, okay, maybe, but they didn't offer me what I really want. I'll just go back to Minnesota and I'll compete with JJ McCarthy, and I'm confident that I'll still start and I'll get better and better and better and maybe pursue a championship. I don't know. I think the Vikings' only play, though, is I think it would be stunning if they do a long-term commitment with something between 50 and 80% of full market value when they haven't even seen what JJ McCarthy can do. But a lot of it depends upon how this goes from here. You know, I got a weird feeling they're going to end up with the number 1 seed as this scrum settles over the next few weeks. Whether or not that becomes a Super Bowl berth, TBD. But there's still 3 chapters left in the regular season book and then 3 or 4 in the postseason. But it might go so well this year that in order to placate the fan base, they have to scrap their plan and find a way to keep Darnold around.
I mean, it's been amazing. I mean, Kevin O'Connell told Darnold, make the decision tough, right? You go and make your opportunity like Baker did in Tampa, and look what he's done. Honestly, well-deserved kudos and flowers for everybody in Minnesota and the organization and the coaching staff and that quarterback room. It really has been something else. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.